Below is a clear, exam-oriented explanation of minority and guardianship under Hindu law, based on the Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act, 1956 HMGA. 1. Object of the Act. The Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act, 1956 was enacted to amend and codify the law relating to minority and guardianship among Hindus. Supplement the Guardians and Wards Act, 1890. Ensure that the welfare of the minor is the paramount consideration. 2. Application of the Act, Section 2. The Act applies to Hindus by religion, Buddhists, Jains and Sikhs. Any person domiciled in India who is not a Muslim, Christian, Parsi or Jew, unless proved otherwise. 3. Meaning of minor, Section 4a. A minor is a person who has not completed 18 years of age. Right finger if a guardian has been appointed by the court. Minority continues till 21 years, as per Guardians and Wards Act. 4. Meaning of guardian, Section 4b. A guardian is a person having care of the person of the minor, or the property of the minor, or both. 5. Kinds of guardians under Hindu law. I. Natural guardian, Section 6. A natural guardian is a guardian by virtue of relationship. A. For a legitimate boy or unmarried girl. 1. Father. 2. Mother. After the father, right finger custody of a child below 5 years ordinarily with the mother. B. For an illegitimate boy or girl. 1. Mother. 2. Father. C. For a married minor girl. Husband balance scale. Important case law. Father does not mean merely living father. Welfare of child is supreme. E. Testamentary guardian, Section 9. A testamentary guardian is appointed by a will. Father can appoint a guardian by will. Mother can appoint if father is dead or incapable. Testamentary guardian's power begins after death of natural guardian. E. Guardian appointed by court. Appointed under the Guardians and Wards Act, 1890. Court always considers wealth. Appointed. Testamentary guardian's power begins after death of natural guardian. E. Guardian appointed by court. Appointed under the Guardians and Wards Act, 1890. Court always considers welfare of the minor. IV. De facto guardian, Section 11. A person who actually takes care of the minor without legal authority. Cross-mark. De facto guardian has no power to dispose of or deal with minor's property. 6. Powers of natural guardian, Section 8. A natural guardian may do all acts necessary or reasonable for the benefit of the minor. Manage minor's property. Cross-mark. Without court permission, guardian cannot mortgage, sell or gift minors a movable property, lease property for more than 5 years, or beyond 1 year after minor attains majority. Any such transfer without permission is voidable at the instance of the minor. 7. Welfare of the minor, Section 13, balance scale. Most important principle. Welfare of the minor is the paramount consideration. No person has an absolute right to guardianship. Even statutory rights are subject to welfare of child. Right finger courts consider physical well-being, moral and ethical upbringing, education, emotional security. 8. No guardianship of minors. Undivided interest, Section 12. No guardian is appointed for a minor's undivided interest in joint Hindu family property managed by the Kata. 9. Supremacy of the Act, Section 5. This Act overrides any previous Hindu law or custom. Subject to the Guardians and Wards Act, 1890. 10. Key features at a glance. Exam ready. Topic. Rule. Age of minority. Below 18 years. Natural guardian, legitimate child, father. Right pointing arrow. Mother. Child below 5 years. Custody with mother. De facto guardian. No power over property. Welfare principle. Paramount consideration. Property alienation. Court permission compulsory. 11. Short conclusion. The Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act, 1956 modernizes Hindu law by prioritizing child welfare, regulating guardians' powers, preventing misuse of minors' property, ensuring judicial supervision where necessary. If you want, I can also provide important case laws, flowcharts, short notes for 5/10 mark answers, comparison with Muslim or Christian law. Just here is a clear, exam-ready explanation of Geeta Hariharan versus Reserve Bank of India 1999-2 SC 228 which is a landmark judgment on guardianship under Hindu law. Geeta Hariharan v. Reserve Bank of India 1999-2 S.C. C. 2281. Background of the case. Geeta Hariharan, the mother of a minor child, applied to the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, for permission to invest money in the name of her minor son. RBI refused her application, stating that under Section 6A of the Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act, 1956, the father alone is the natural guardian, and the mother can act only after the father. The mother challenged this interpretation as discriminatory and unconstitutional. 2. Legal issue involved right finger whether the word after in Section 6A of the Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act, 1956 means after the lifetime of the father, strict interpretation, or in the absence of the father, liberal interpretation, right finger, and whether giving absolute priority to the father violates Article 14 and Article 15 of the Constitution of India. 3. Relevant legal provision. Section 6A, HMGA, 1956. The natural guardian of a Hindu minor, in respect of the minor's person as well as property, is the father, and after him, the mother. 4. Arguments. Petitioner, mother. Literal interpretation violates gender equality. Mother is equally capable of acting as a natural guardian. Welfare of the child should be paramount. Respondents, RBI. Statute clearly places father first. Mother's role arises only after father's death. 5. Judgment, Supreme Court. The Supreme Court rejected the literal interpretation. Key findings. The word, after, does not mean, after the death of the father. It means, in the absence of the father. Absence includes, O physical absence, O mental incapacity, O indifference to child's welfare, O any situation where father is not an effective charge. 6. Ratio decidendi, co-principle, balance scale. Mother can act as a natural guardian even during the father's lifetime, if the father is absent or incapable. The welfare of the child so demands. Right finger guardianship is not a malicentric right, but a welfare-centric responsibility. 7. Constitutional interpretation. Section 6A was read harmoniously with Articles 14 and 15. The court adopted a purposive and welfare-oriented interpretation. Prevented the provision from becoming unconstitutional. 8. Importance of welfare of minor. The court reiterated. Section 13 of HMGA, welfare of the minor is the paramount consideration. Guardianship laws must serve the best interest of the child, not parental hierarchy. 9. Impact of the judgment. Checkmark recognized equal status of mother in guardianship. Checkmark removed gender discrimination in practical application. Checkmark strengthened child-centric approach in family law. Checkmark frequently cited in custody and guardianship cases. 10. One-line exam answer. In Geeta Hariharan v. RBI, 1999, the Supreme Court held that the word, after, in Section 6A of the Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act means, in the absence of the father, thereby recognizing the mother as an equal natural guardian during the father's lifetime, subject to the welfare of the child. 11. Use in exams. Guardianship under Hindu law. Constitutional validity of Section 6 HMGA. Gender equality in family law. Welfare principle, Section 13 HMGA. If you want, I can also compare this case with ABCV. State, NCT of Delhi. Convert it into 5-mark, 10-mark answer format. Provide case law comparison table. Just tell me smile. Here is a clear, exam-oriented explanation of ABCV. State, NCT of Delhi, a landmark case on guardianship and rights of an unwed mother under Hindu law. ABCV. State, NCT of Delhi, 2015-10 S.C. C.1. 1. Background of the case. The petitioner ABC was an unmarried Christian woman who gave birth to a child. The child's father was known, but he had no interest in the child. The mother did not want to disclose his identity. ABC approached the court seeking to be declared the sole legal guardian of her minor child. Without issuing notice to the biological father. Lower courts insisted on disclosure of the father's identity. Issuance of notice to him. This was challenged before the Supreme Court. 2. Legal issues involved 1. Whether an unwed mother can be declared the sole guardian of her child. 2. Whether it is mandatory to notify the biological father. 3. Whether such insistence violates or the right to privacy or the welfare of the child. 3. Relevant legal provisions. Guardians and Wards Act, 1890. Article 21 of the Constitution of India, Right to Life and Privacy. Welfare principle applicable across personal laws. 4. Arguments. Petitioner, mother. She alone was taking care of the child. Disclosure of father's identity would or harm her dignity and privacy or serve no purpose for child's welfare. Law must be interpreted child-centrically. State. Father has a natural right. Notice is required under procedural law. 5. Judgment, Supreme Court. The Supreme Court allowed the petition. Key holdings. Checkmark an unwed mother can be the sole legal guardian. Checkmark disclosure or notice to the father is not mandatory. Checkmark courts must prioritize welfare of the child, not technicalities. Checkmark the mother's right to privacy and dignity must be protected. 6. Ratio decidendi, co-principle. The welfare of the child and the privacy of the unwed mother override the procedural requirement of issuing notice to the biological father, especially when the father has shown no interest in the child. 7. Important observations of the court. Parenthood is not just biological, but functional and emotional. Compelling disclosure of the father's identity may or traumatize the child or harm the mother. Law must evolve with social realities. 8. Relationship with Hindu guardianship law. Although the petitioner was Christian, the judgment has wide applicability, including Hindu law, because welfare principle under Section 13, HMGA, 1956. Builds upon Geeta Hariharan v. RBI, 1999. O mother is not a secondary guardian. O guardianship is welfare-centric, not patriarchal. 9. Importance of the judgment. Checkmark strengthened rights of single and unwed mothers. Checkmark recognized privacy is part of Article 21. Checkmark removed unnecessary hardship in guardianship proceedings. Checkmark progressive step towards gender justice. 10. One-line exam answer. In ABCV. State, NCT of Delhi, 2015, the Supreme Court held that an unwed mother can be appointed the sole legal guardian of her child without disclosing or notifying the biological father, as the welfare of the child and the mother's right to privacy are paramount. 11. Comparison with Geeta Hariharan case, quick. Point. Geeta Hariharan, 1999, ABCV. State, 2015. Focus. Interpretation of, after, rights of unwed mother. Mother's status equal natural guardian sole legal guardian. Welfare principle applied. Strongly reinforced. Privacy aspect not discussed. Explicitly recognized. Checkmark used this case in exams for guardianship under personal laws. Rights of unwed, single mothers. Welfare of minor principle. Article 21 and privacy jurisprudence. If you want, I can convert this into 5-mark, 10-mark answer. Prepare